Good morning and welcome to the 8:15 Daily Operations Weather Brief. This morning at Wallops we are seeing overcast skies with light winds and temperatures that are expected to climb gradually throughout the day, likely reaching close to the 70-degree mark, if not just below. And exactly how warm we get should depend on how much sunshine ends up breaking through these clouds, if any, throughout the day. Winds are currently coming from the northwest, and around midday we do expect a slight shift clockwise to a more northerly, if not northeasterly direction, before swinging back to the northwest later this afternoon. Looking at our current surface analysis chart, yesterday's low is now moved offshore, and we're watching a secondary low positioned near the northern tip of Virginia and West Virginia, of which will gradually shift towards our location here on the peninsula, bringing along an attached cold front. This cold front should reach our area sometime this afternoon or evening and brings in the possibility of triggering some showers or thunderstorms as the day progresses. After that passage, we should begin to see some high pressure begin to build in behind, which should further reduce our chances for any significant weather over the next few days, carrying us through the holiday weekend until our next chances for rain begin to build in on Monday and Tuesday. Now moving on to our current observations, we are sitting under an overcast layer of clouds at 600 feet with unrestricted visibility, and winds are being observed out of the northwest at roughly 7 knots. As for the temperature, we currently lie around 58 degrees, and the relative humidity sits in the low 90% range. Now, as the morning light improves on the image visibility here, we can see those low-level clouds affecting our area on the satellite imagery. In the upper left portion of our view here, we can notice the cloud cover and early morning convection that is associated with that secondary low pressure system that will be moving across the state and into our area throughout today. Clouds are expected to slowly lift, but marginal reductions in coverage are expected throughout the forecast period. And looking at this morning's HER model, we can see that the weather system that recently moved through our area is now traveling up the east coast towards the upper right of our view here, and at the end of this forecast loop, those potential showers and storms begin developing over our neck of the woods, and according to this model run, those precipitation chances really start to increase as the afternoon progresses into the evening. Now, taking a look at our 24-hour risk chart here, we do have some color on the board. We have precipitation chances for the afternoon and evening hours that slowly increase thereafter noon, and winds look to remain rather tame. However, some modest gusts could develop if a thunderstorm or system moves through nearby, and we don't necessarily see the risk for a wind advisory at this time. For thunder chances, they're definitely there today, so I've highlighted them yellow, and as noted on the TAF here, there are a couple Prob 30s for the chance of thunderstorms in the vicinity, and those chances do increase later on in the TAF period, noting thunderstorms in the vicinity on that tempo there. Cloud coverage does also appear to lift throughout the day, cloud decks appear to lift throughout the day. However, overall coverage should remain in the broken range to overcast. And taking a look at the short-term weather board here, on Friday we can expect partly cloudy conditions with a high of 70, and I've colored the winds box there yellow, as some of the winds did look to gust to some sporty levels, but nothing too crazy. And Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 53, moving on to Saturday, partly to mostly cloudy with those clouds building in later in the day, and breezy, also highlighted for a possible wind advisory for the same reasons. But that is going to conclude our 8:15 weather brief, and I will be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook.